Nakikita nyo po sa inyong mga screens, the starting five for both teams. Isang adjustment for Supremo Lex instead of Dexter Rosales na nag-start sa point guard position in their first two games. Itong si Chris Bitoon naman magsisimula ngayon.
Well, Bitoon, one of the guys we talked about earlier at the top of our coverage. Talaga, a good scorer for them. At sabi mo nga sa akin before the coverage, ang tapang niya. So, you know, he's one guy who can score. So is this guy with the ball.
And Joseph Gabayni, we asked for more from him. Yan nga, una agad nagparamdam. First 2 points of the ball game for Supremo Lex.
Well, he's gonna have his hands full today versus Junar Arce talaga. Pero si Gabayni, one thing he's shown is that he can block some shots. He's leading the league with 2 blocks per game. And ayan na naman si Arce, that's what he does best.
Offensive rebounds. Napakarami niyang nasungkit niyan in their first 2 games. Manigelod momentarily loses the basketball and that was enough para matawagan siya ng traveling violation.
Shot si Managelod in the last game talaga hitting that 3-pointer to force overtime against Photon. A big shot coming from him. He also had a solid game for them.
He has definitely been solid. Hindi siya yung main guy pero tumutulong talaga. Here is the main guy for Supremo Lex. Marquez finds Gabayni, misses the jumper, the short step.
Marquez doing a good job looking for his big man the first 2 possessions there. That was another unselfish play by him. We know he can score, but you know, malaking bagay rin if he trusts his teammates and you know makes passes like that.
Bitoon for Supremo Lex. Marquez fakes the 3. Balik kay Bitoon. Bitoon in trouble, naagaw ni Arce and over the head pass for Asidre, easy pass to the hoop.
You can see that, you know, Cagayan preparing for that pick and roll. I can hear their coaches beside me instructing them how to cover that pick and roll. A good show by Arce there, forcing that turnover and nice fast break pass.
And then si Belencion against si Ruma. Bitoon, umaatake, walang takot yan, under the paint, kicks it out to Marquez for 3, no good. Si Ruma makakatanggap ng bola, makaka-rebound. Siya na rin magbababa. They're looking for Arce against Gabayni. And the drop pass to Banga, naagaw. They get it back though. Manigelod finds the way to score over 2 Supremo Lex defenders.
Another easy basket down low for Cagayan. So a couple of layups for them already to start this ball game. That's a good sign for them.
Gabayni pumupunta ang Supremo Lex. Jumpers over Junar Arce, backs it in.
Gabayni with all the 4 points of Supremo Lex to start this game, showing us some post moves there.
He is averaging just 4.5 points, so another basket, lagpas na siya doon. They really need more from him. Lalo na kalaban niya ngayon, matinding big man niya rin si Junar Arce.
It's important also to make Arce work on both ends of the floor.
Ganda ng extension doon ni Marquez with Bitoon finishing. Nakuha ang Bitoon ng puntos on that fast break layup.
Just a bad foul there by Asidre. Naipit talaga siya. And you know, you gotta foul him hard if you're gonna foul. You can't foul like that and give Bitoon a nice layup. Pero a nice move rin naman by Bitoon there.
Itong si Chris Bitoon, he may come in a small package pero ang daming galaw nito. He attacks the basket. They spin off as you can see. Naiwasan niya yung depensa ni Rocky Asidre that time. Nakakuha pa ng foul. The bonus free throw for him. Pasok din niya. Guys averaging 16 points sa kanilang unang dalawang laro. He now has the first 3 of his markers. Arce. Balik sa labas kay Managelo. Dumatake. Gets his defender in the air. Balik kay Arce. At ang tawag ng referee. 3 in the kickball rather.
Oh, pero pwede rin 3 in the key. Medyo matagal si Arce dun sa loob. Hindi siya lumabas sa paint. But then kickball violation is the one that's called.
You're still looking for Belencio. Nakahanap ng inside pass. Gabayni recovers for his 6th point of the ballgame.
That's a great start for Gabayni. You know, surpassing his season average already. And we're just 3 minutes plus into this ball game.
Si Arce naman in attacking defense ni Gabayni. Banga unable to get a hold of that pass.
So far to start this game, Gabayni doing a better job than Arce in their matchup.
That's something na tututukan natin for the entirety of this ball game. Hinanap na naman ni Bitoon si Gabayni, naagaw ng Cagayan. Tumatakbo si Ruma. Pasa kay Manigelod, Asidre. Oh, would have been an open look already, pero napaganda pa. Nico Banga finishing the basket at pupunta pa sa line for a bonus.
You would have said good transition defense by Supremo Lex. Medyo overpassing ang Cagayan doon. But then Banga ends up making it better with a foul counted play.
Igo Banga, isa sa mga marami-rami rin na player ng Arellano University na nandito sa Cagayan Rising Suns. He misses dun sa kanyang bonus free throw. Gabayni with the rebound at nagbababa ngayon si Bitoon setting up their offense. They look for Belenchon against Siruma. They like that matchup. Belenchon, first shot of the game is good for him.
Belenchon, kanina maaga nagsushooting yan. Tagal niya mag-shooting with Rosales. And, you know, his first shot is good.
Nabanggit mo nga, isa siya sa mga kailangan pumutok para sa Supremo Lex. And on that loose ball, foul will be called on Cagayan, Nico Banga. It's an 11-8 early lead para sa Supremo Lex Builders. And a timeout on the floor. We will be back.
The Cagayan Rising Suns are a familiar sight in the world of basketball, but we are actually seeing an all-new lineup from their players to their coaches. Ang natira na lang sa kanilang dating lineup ay si Jai Flores. Sa katunayan, kwento ni Coach Ronnie na bago magsimula ang liga, they only had 2 days to prepare para dito sa PCBL. Plus, these are players who have never played with each other before, kaya nahihirapan sila makuha ang kanilang chemistry and momentum. They hope to eventually establish themselves as a defensive team dito sa PCBL. Balik sa inyo, Jot and Charles.
Thank you, Carla. Nabanggit niya ni Carla Charles, how difficult is it na sasama ka sa gantong klase ng liga is high level of basketball. 2 araw pa lang before your first game, dun lang nabuo yung kupunan nyo.
Oh, that's never an easy thing. Siyempre, these guys are not so familiar with each other. And then you're going up against teams that, you know, some of them have been playing together for a very long time already. Pero one thing as a report ni Carla was that they want to improve their defense. And no, they're actually a pretty solid defensive team. And, you know, they force a lot of turnovers. You can see it. You saw already a couple of steals early in this game.
At yun yan, naagawan ng Supremo Lex naman that time ang Cagayan. Junar Arce forced to give up a foul to stop that fast break. I mean, it's a smart foul now, pero minsan kasi yung mga ganyan, it bites you in the end towards the fourth quarter, lalo na when it's against a key player like Junar Arce.
Oh, but now he has to be smart. The worst thing is to pick up a silly foul, maybe fighting for a rebound na nasa kalaban na, or, you know, silly holding fouls. But so far, Arce has shown poise naman na mukhang, you know, he's a smart player.
Here's the former Cagayan, a veteran on that team, scores, Jai Flores.
Well, he's been very quiet in the first 2 games. You expect more from him, especially since in the D-League, he was averaging very decent numbers. I mean, almost double digits yung scoring niya doon. Pero dito, so far, hindi pa masyado nagpapakita ng laro.
The most na nagka-familiarity na meron itong Cagayan as they get a steal. Maniguelot decides to draw the foul. Not the best decision for him. Hindi tumawag at hindi rin niya na-shoot.
Waited for the defender. Didn't really know what he was gonna do. And the defender did a good job challenging him there. Pero you know what? He forced that turnover. And yun na nga. Cagayan, good at forcing turnovers.
And I was saying kanina, the most familiar that they are with each other ay yung core nila na Arellano University. Gabayni is still finding a way, dominating the paint early in this ballgame. 8 points for Gabayni.
Taking Arce to school in that possession there. Ganda ng post move na yun. Nice drop step in here. Careless pass by Salcedo. Really just an unforced turnover.
Medyo swerte pa nga ito Cagayan sa dami ng mga wasted opportunities na. 3 pa lang ang tinitingala nilang lamang ng Supremo Lex. Pasok na si Rosales replacing Bitoon. Also replacements sa point guard position ng Cagayan isn't in. They still look for Gabayni against Arce. Too strong on that hook.
Actually, Gabayni had Belenchon wide open at the top of the key. But syempre, nakakashoot siya ngayon. May kumpiyansa siya. So he wanted to take it. You can't really fault him. But then sometimes, when you have a good shooter like Belenchon wide open, you want to give him the ball.
Jai Flores, 3-pointer. Pasok para sa kanya, his 5th point ng larong ito.
Kanina rin, before this game, Flores shooting very early with his ball boy. Siya lang mag-isa dyan. Nagpa-practice ng shooting niya.
Importante, has the ball against Maniguelot. Nahanap si Rosales. Rumive, pero pinasa pa. At maaagaw yan ni Isid. They're running but they don't have numbers. Flores to Maniguelot. Naipit, balik dito kay Arce. And great defense mula kay JP Belenchon, standing his ground, forcing RC to travel.
You know, itong si Manangelo, this is the second time na pagpasa sa kanya, pwede mo na iangat ka agad pero hinihintay pa niya yung defender. He seems to have that tendency. I mean, watching him the past couple of games, he likes putting on side steps and all. But sometimes, the simplest thing is to just take it strong.
Marquez para sa Supremo Lex. He has yet to make his presence felt sa larong ito as opportunity na naman na fast break para sa Cagayan. Salcedo finishes that.
Good job by the two bigs of Cagayan. Arce and Flores switching on a pick and roll and then switching back, forcing that turnover.
Gabayni, kanina pa nila pinupuntahan siya. He's rewarded his team so far. Balik sa labas kay Rosales. Belenchon finds a way to keep that ball alive. 7 seconds on the shot clock ng Supremo Lex. Nakakagaw na ng Cagayan ng kalamangan. 15-13, but Supremo Lex want to talk things over. Magbabalik po kami. PCBL action resumes inside the arena in San Juan. Supremo Lex going up against Cagayan Rising Suns. Two teams na naghahanap ng unang panalo nila dito sa Founders Cup. Supremo Lex trailing by 2 at naka-turnover pa. Defense of Cagayan forcing a 5-second violation.
Sayang naman, galing sa timeout na yun, nag-turnover ka pa. Good job by Cagayan, really just denying everybody. Just honest defense. Medyo matagal rin yung movement kasi ng Supremo Lex dyan.
That's probably one of the worst turnovers to commit after a timeout. Not being able to even put the ball into play. Parang yan, pasok na sa laro. We were impressed by him nung huling laro against Photon.
Oh, very pesky defender. It's gonna be interesting to see him matched up against Quito.
Jai Flores showing that hindi lang siya nakakashoot, marunong din siya pumasa, finding Nico Banga for 2. Hornacion and Santos now in for Supremo Lex. Nico, here's another pesky defender. He can also take it to the hoop. Kick out kay Hornacion. Hornacion could not finish, asking for a foul. Bench of Cagayan instructing them to push the pace. Salcedo operating, kalaban dito si Hornacion na wala ang dribble niya. Balik kay Cagayan. Jumper. It's good for Cagayan.
Cagayan, very aggressive rin yan palagi. Not afraid to shoot that ball. He's shown that he can make those shots also.
It's the biggest lead of the ball game so far, enjoyed by Cagayan. 6-point advantage for them. The Slim Santos, top of the key up against Flores. Sort of a forced jumper but got bailed out by a foul.
It's a terrible or horrible play by Flores rather. I mean, your defense was already good. Wala nang napupuntahan yung play ng Supremo Lex. The guy just, had to take a bad jumper and then you give the referees an opportunity to call by shoving your hand to his face or parang ganun, Sayang naman yun. Pero, he missed the first free throw.
Good break, lucky break pa para kay Jai Flores. He's gotta be smarter though for the rest of the game.
Oh, ganda pa naman ang linalaro niya ngayon.
Santos makes the second free throw to trim the lead to 5. Isit calling the shots para sa Cagayan. Humingi ng pick kay Banga. Isit runs into a wall. Finds Cagayan for 3. No good. Ball will sail out of bounds at mananatili ang possession sa Cagayan Rising Suns.
One thing with Isit though is a very good ball handler. Nakita mo naman, calm and collected siya when he organizes that offense. He actually made some big baskets for them also against that Photon game very late in that game.
Isit recently joining lang itong Cagayan after Mapua got eliminated in the Final Four of the NCAA. Gabayni pa rin ang pinupuntahan nila. Supremo Lex. Violation called against Gabayni. Ala niya foul ang tinawag against his defender. Nagulat siya that it was against him.
Good job by his defender, just moving his feet, forcing Gabayni to a travel.
Isit, jumper. Masyadong malakas. Ito na Supremo Lex on the offensive. Rosales, Gabayni setting a pick for him. Decides not to take it. Santos, napakagat si Flores sa fake at nakapag-draw ng foul from Isit as he attacked the basket.
Sayang, Isit sumundot na naman. He was already almost in position to take a charge there. Santos would have had a much tougher shot, but sometimes it's just so hard to hold back from taking a swipe there.
Lalo na pag makita mo na yung bola. Ayan. Good job by Santos na ipain nga yung bola to get a foul out of that offensive. He makes the first free throw. 2 points na para sa kanya, both from free throws. The second one for Dennis Santos. It's also good.
Last possession here for Cagayan. Let's see if they can still get a quality shot.
Cagayan goes all the way, finds Isit, reverse. It's good! Of the first quarter matapos ang unang 10 minuto ng ating laro. 21-16 is our score with Cagayan up. They trailed earlier in this ball game pero nga nakahabol sila thanks to the advances of guys like Asidre and Junar Arce, of course, making his presence felt too.
Oh, see that off a defense, pero Gabayni also getting the better of Arce, hitting that fall-away jumper off the glass, and then another easy basket here down low.
Sipag lang talaga ni Cagayan making things work underneath, pero yun yung nag-impress sa atin in their last game. Nagparamdam na rin dito Daryl Carangyan for Cagayan, and they're up by 5 points, 21-16.